I posted on Facebook the words, "I figured out why my brother killed himself." And I posted 2 pictures with it. A picture zoomed in of the letter he wrote before he killed himself. And I highlighted the words, "the mushrooms." Because he wrote in his letter, "The mushrooms were my idea." Yeah, big mistake. I know. And on his dresser, there is a book about how to grow gourmet and medicinal mushrooms. And in a jar on his bed, on his dresser, was a culture with thick fungus in it. I don't know if it was like barley or wheat that's in the jar. He had a bad mushroom trip. He had actually just recovered from depression. He did have anxiety, and he have violent outbursts. But because he was we're all traumatized, but he was stuck in his trauma and living in fear. But then he overcame that. He planned to come to my son's birthday party. He planned to reconcile with me. I mean, now there's no reconciliation. It's just, "Come back, brother, I love you." But apparently, he forgave. He told my mom he loves me, and that he loves her. I mean, my mom used to be afraid to leave the room because of the way that he would act and the things that he would say to her. He was in a dark place, and he had come out of it. And he was trying to be awake, but what he didn't know is that he had just woken up. Jared, you had just woken up, brother. Why'd you eat the freaking culture? When you wake up, you have to stop eating the culture. Like, the culture is not going to help you. It's going to kill you. He said mushrooms. He didn't say culture. But there were no mushrooms. Maybe there were, and he ate them all? I don't know. Did they test his blood? I wonder if they tested his blood. I wonder if he's already a heap of ashes. But my grandpa started freaking out seeing that. I posted those pictures, saying I figured out why my brother died. Okay, so after it happened, a few days after it happened, I posted some pictures. A couple pictures of us as children, and then a picture we took together on Halloween where we're both, I don't know, he's apparently dead. You can see he's all gray. His makeup. And I'm just beaten and somebody hated me. You could tell that when I went, somebody hated me. He didn't have wounds. He just turned gray. I had wounds. I posted those pictures and people commented, "So sorry." So people acknowledged that he died. And I didn't know why he died. I just thought it was from depression. I thought he was just... Then I found out. It clicked. He said he said the mushrooms were a big mistake, and he was growing mushrooms. And one day he's happy, and the next day he kills himself. He had a bad trip. Y'all better be careful you don't have a bad trip.